The MTV VMAs were a mix of abracadabra and la vida loca.
A few days ago, the world witnessed the ultimate celebration of music, fashion, and unforgettable pop culture moments. The 2025 MTV Video Music Awards, live from the dazzling UBS Arena in New York, didn't just deliver, it shocked, thrilled, and left us all talking. From record-breaking wins to jaw-dropping fashion statements, from emotional tributes that brought tears to millions, to outrageous viral stunts that set the internet on fire, this year's VMAs were truly one for the history books. And this wasn't just another award show. For the very first time, the VMAs were broadcast not only on MTV, but also on CBS and Paramount+, making it a global pop culture takeover. The energy was electric, the stakes were high, and the stars showed up ready to make history. Hosted by the legendary LL Cool J, the night promised iconic performances, emotional acceptance speeches, and yes, those shocking moments that nobody could have predicted. So buckle up, because in this video, we're breaking down the must-see top moments from the 2025 VMAs, the wins, the performances, the fashion, and the chaos you simply can't miss. And trust me, you won't believe what went down on that stage. The first unforgettable moments of the night came from the awards themselves, and let's be clear, history was made on that stage. Leading the charge was none other than Lady Gaga. With an astonishing 12 nominations, she was already the talk of the night before she even stepped onto the stage. But what followed was pure domination. Gaga walked away with 4 massive wins, including Artist of the Year, Best Collaboration, and Best Album. Each victory wasn't just another trophy for her shelf, it was a reminder that more than a decade into her career, Gaga is still at the very peak of her powers. And in true Gaga fashion, she didn't just thank her team. She made headlines by dedicating her Artist of the Year award to her fiancé, Michael Polanski.
And to my partner in all things, Michael.
Looking straight into the camera, she called him, quote, my Artist of the Year and the love of my life. Fans erupted online, flooding social media with hashtags like hashtag Gaga Love Story and hashtag Artist of the Year. It was personal, raw, and showed us a side of Gaga the world rarely sees. But Gaga wasn't the only queen of the night. Ariana Grande stepped into the spotlight with her powerful anthem, Brighter Days Ahead, a song that's become a beacon of hope for millions of fans struggling through tough times. Ariana took home not just one, but 2 of the biggest awards, Video of the Year and Best Pop Video.
Thank you to my therapists and gay people. I love you.
Her emotional speech, thanking fans for standing by her through every high and low, ended with her signature line, "This is for anyone who ever felt like the light at the end of the tunnel was too far away. You are the light." The arena stood still. On social media, her words instantly trended worldwide. And then came a moment no one could have predicted.
Rosé and Bruno Mars, APT.
Rosé, the Blackpink superstar turned solo artist, etched her name into the history books. Her haunting ballad, Apt, created with none other than Bruno Mars, was crowned Song of the Year. This wasn't just a win, it was a cultural shift. Rosé became the first K-pop soloist in history to win this category at the VMAs. The crowd roared, her fandom, Blinks, lit up timelines across the globe, and Bruno Mars himself stood with tears in his eyes as they accepted together. Rosé's speech was simple yet unforgettable. This song was written from a place of loneliness and hope. If you've ever felt like you don't belong, tonight this win is proof that you do. But the surprises didn't stop there. Mariah Carey, a legend whose career spans decades, walked on stage to receive the night's most prestigious lifetime honor, the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. Fans knew Mariah was going to be recognized, but no one expected what followed, a breathtaking performance that reminded everyone why she's still the voice of a generation. We'll come back to her performance later, but trust me, it left the audience speechless. By the time the dust settled, one thing was clear. The 2025 VMAs weren't just about flashy outfits and viral moments. These awards carried real emotional weight, with artists using their platform to speak directly to fans about love, healing, perseverance, and personal struggles. From Lady Gaga's love confession to Ariana's empowering message to Rosé breaking barriers for global music, this first wave of winners set the tone for the night, historic, emotional, and completely unforgettable. If there's one reason the MTV VMAs are legendary, it's the performances. And in 2025, the stage didn't just light up, it exploded with creativity, chaos, and moments that will be replayed for years. The night's most anticipated performance came from the reigning queen herself, Lady Gaga. She didn't step onto the VMA stage, she took us to another world. Pre-recorded from the historic Madison Square Garden, Gaga unveiled her gothic masterpiece, The Dead Dance. It began in near silence, Gaga appearing in a blood-red Tudor gown, her face painted like a porcelain doll. With a single haunting note, the arena erupted into screams. The song shifted into abracadabra, and suddenly the entire stage morphed, lights flashing, dancers dressed like Victorian ghosts swirling around her. Halfway through, she ripped off her red gown to reveal a flowing white dress, symbolizing transformation. Critics are already calling it one of the greatest performances in VMA history. Fans online declared she just redefined art. But Gaga wasn't the only one commanding the spotlight. The Ozzy Osbourne tribute was a thunderous reminder of rock's immortality. When Aerosmith's Steven Tyler and Joe Perry stormed the stage, joined by Youngblood and legendary guitarist Nuno Bettencourt, the arena shook. They ripped through classics like Crazy Train and Mama, I'm Coming Home, bringing generations of fans to their feet. Flames shot into the air, guitar solos wails, and even the younger pop stars in the audience were headbanging. It wasn't just nostalgia, it was proof that rock can still own the night. Next came one of the most talked about sets of the night, Sabrina Carpenter. Already a rising superstar, she used her VMAs moment to deliver not only music, but a powerful message. Performing her track Tears, she was joined by drag queens and trans artists holding signs that read, "You belong," and "Trans rights are human rights." It was bold, emotional, and instantly political, sparking standing ovations in the arena and a storm of debate online. Some called it the most moving performance of the night. Others said it was the bravest. Either way, Sabrina proved she's no longer just a pop princess. She's a cultural force. And then, out of nowhere, came Busta Rhymes, reminding everyone why he's one of the greatest performers alive. Bursting onto the stage with Spliff Star, Joyner Lucas, and Glorilla, Busta delivered a high-octane medley of his biggest hits. His rapid-fire verses echoed through the arena, and when he accepted the inaugural Rock the Bells Visionary Award, he dropped the mic with words that felt like prophecy. Hip-hop will never die. It will only evolve. The crowd went wild, honoring a legend who has influenced every generation of rap since the 90s. Of course, the VMAs wouldn't be the VMAs without surprises. Midway through the night, screens went black. The arena fell silent. And suddenly, boom, an unexpected collaboration, Rosé and Bruno Mars. Performing their award-winning track Apt together live for the first time, the performance oozed with chemistry and raw emotion. Rosé's angelic vocals soared, Bruno's signature groove grounded the song, and fans in the audience were left crying, screaming, and recording every second. Within minutes, clips flooded TikTok, instantly racking up millions of views. By the time the last performance ended, one thing was clear. This wasn't just a music show. It was art, rebellion, empowerment, and history wrapped into a single night. Performances weren't just performed. They were statements designed to break the internet and leave the world stunned. The winners and the performances might have defined the heart of the night, but the shocking stunts and viral highlights are what transformed the 2025 VMAs into a cultural phenomenon. It all began on the red carpet with Doja Cat. Dressed in a futuristic sculpted gown, she instantly turned heads. But it wasn't the dress that stole the spotlight, it was the lipstick. Cameras rolled as she pulled out a bright red tube of MAC lipstick, twisted it open, and without hesitation, bit straight into it. For a moment, the world froze. Social media exploded with questions. Had she just eaten lipstick? The clip spread across TikTok and X like wildfire. Only later did fans discover the truth. It wasn't makeup at all, but an edible chocolate replica, crafted by world-renowned chocolatier Amaury Guichon in collaboration with MAC. Whether it was genius marketing or just shock value for shock's sake, Doja had once again hijacked the internet with a single outrageous move. Then came Alex Warren, who made sure his moment on stage would not be forgotten. Accepting his award for Best New Artist, the newcomer skipped the polished speech everyone expected. Instead, he stared into the camera and delivered a line that had the entire arena laughing and cringing at the same time. "I pooped twice today. I might go a third. You'd like that for ratings, right?" It was raw, awkward, and completely unfiltered. But within minutes, his words were everywhere, screenshotted, clipped, and turned into memes. Alex proved that in today's VMAs, even bathroom humor can become pop culture history. The night's most controversial twist came after the show, when Mariah Carey, freshly honored with the prestigious Video Vanguard Award, was spotted at the after-party with Busta Rhymes. At first, it seemed like the perfect ending to a legendary night. But soon, cameras caught her struggling to sing along with her own songs, slurring lyrics and appearing dazed. Within moments, the internet lit up with concern. Some fans flooded social media with the hashtag #PrayForMariah, while others insisted the media was exaggerating. Whatever the truth, the moment spread across the world instantly, showing that even a superstar as untouchable as Mariah Carey can find herself vulnerable under the unforgiving glare of the VMA's spotlight. And as the night unfolded, the shocks just kept coming. Sabrina Carpenter's bold performance with its unapologetic pro-trans rights message was already one of the most emotional moments of the show, but afterward, it sparked fierce debates in political circles and across social feeds. At the same time, a surprise appearance from the cast of The Hunting Wives set off rumors of a second season, with fans speculating wildly before the presenters even left the stage. Meanwhile, the red carpet itself became its own battlefield, with outfits ranging from breathtaking couture to near-naked experiments in shock fashion. Every gown, every accessory, every strange silhouette was instantly judged, praised, or torn apart in real time. By the end of the night, it was clear that the VMAs were more than an award show. They were a carefully orchestrated storm of chaos, laughter, drama, and spectacle. These moments weren't accidents. They were designed to dominate the conversation, to hijack every feed, and to remind us that in pop culture, unpredictability is the true currency of fame. Amid the shocks and viral chaos, there were also moments of pure emotion, moments that transcended the stage lights and the noise and reminded us what the VMAs are truly about, celebrating artistry, legacy, and connection. The first of these unforgettable moments came when Mariah Carey stepped forward to receive the night's highest honor, the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award. The crowd rose instantly to their feet, and when Ariana Grande appeared to present it, the arena erupted in applause. Ariana's introduction was more than formal. It was heartfelt, as she spoke of Mariah's influence on every generation of vocalists, calling her the blueprint, the legend, the voice that raised us all. Then the lights dimmed, and Mariah took the stage for a performance that silenced even the loudest corners of the arena. She began with a haunting rendition of Vision of Love, her voice soaring as if untouched by time. The medley unfolded into Fantasy, then We Belong Together, and finally Hero. Each note carried weight, each lyric resonated. The crowd swayed, many in tears, and as the final word rang out, the entire arena was on its feet, screaming and clapping. For a moment, it felt less like an award show and more like a spiritual experience. The emotion continued when Ricky Martin was honored with the very first Latin Icon Award. As a trailblazer for Latin artists in mainstream pop, his medley of Livin' La Vida Loca and Shebangs was both nostalgic and electrifying. The stage erupted in color, dancers in bright carnival costumes, fireworks cascading behind him, and Ricky himself smiling ear to ear as he accepted the honor. His speech was short but powerful. This is not just for me, it's for every Latin artist who has ever dreamed bigger than the borders drawn for them. His words struck deep, especially in a night filled with global representation. Equally moving were the speeches from the younger stars. Rosé, holding her Song of the Year trophy, looked overwhelmed but determined. She took a breath and said softly, "This song was born from loneliness, but tonight it feels like a bridge between me and all of you. To my therapist, thank you for teaching me to survive myself." It was a raw confession that immediately trended worldwide, praised as one of the most vulnerable moments in VMA's history. Not long after, Ariana Grande, already glowing from her wins earlier in the night, used her acceptance for Best Pop Video to extend that same vulnerability. "For anyone listening who feels lost," she said, "please know that music saved me, and it can save you too. The light you're looking for, it's already inside you." Her words hit like a quiet thunder, powerful in their simplicity. Even the unexpected appearances carried emotional weight. When the cast of The Hunting Wives suddenly emerged as presenters, the arena filled with murmurs and cheers. Fans of the series immediately began speculating about a new season, but what mattered most in the moment was the shock and joy rippling through the audience, a reminder that the VMAs thrive on surprise as much as spectacle. By the time these tributes and speeches concluded, the audience had run the full emotional spectrum, from laughing at outrageous stunts, to crying over heartfelt words, to standing in awe of legends who built the very foundations of modern pop music. These were the moments that reminded everyone watching, both inside the arena and across the globe, why the VMAs still matter. They are not only about who wins, but about what is remembered, what is honored, and what is passed on from one generation of artists to the next. And so, the curtain fell on the 2025 MTV Video Music Awards. It wasn't just another award show, it was a night where history was written in real time. From the unstoppable dominance of Lady Gaga, to the emotional triumphs of Ariana Grande and Rosé, to the legendary tributes of Mariah, Carey, and Ricky Martin, this year's VMAs reminded us why music is more than sound. It's power, memory, rebellion, and connection. We witnessed the stage transform into a cathedral of art when Gaga unveiled The Dead Dance. We saw tears and cheers as Sabrina Carpenter turned her platform into a message of inclusion. We headbanged to the Ozzy Osbourne tribute and shouted along with Busta Rhymes as he declared hip-hop immortal. We gasped at Doja Cat's lipstick stunt, laughed at Alex Warren's outrageous confession, and worried for Mariah as the after-party clips spread like wildfire. The VMAs in 2025 gave us it all: shock, chaos, glamour, vulnerability, and unforgettable artistry. It wasn't about who wore what or who won which trophy. It was about the stories, the surprises, and the emotions that ripple long after the lights go down. And now, the question is, which moment left you speechless? Was it Gaga's gothic masterpiece, Ariana's heartfelt words, Rosé breaking records, or Doja Cat biting into a lipstick like it was a candy bar? One thing is certain, the VMAs are no longer just a show you watch once. They're a storm you relive, rewind, and replay again and again. So if you loved this breakdown of the must-see top moments of the 2025 VMAs, don't forget to hit that like button, tap subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss another deep dive into the wildest stories in music and pop culture. Trust me, this is only the beginning. Because in the world of fame, spectacle, and sound, the next shocking moment is always just around the corner.